where did you go for Thanksgiving? I should have reached out. I should have had you to our
Right
house.
to my apartment.
You didn't.
You made me work.
I had you work.
This is awkward.
Wait a minute.
I was here.
You were here.
Yeah.
Working on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
But what about for dinner?
I just made my own little thing, did my own thing.
You did your own thing.
Who was with you?
No, myself. I always eat by myself.
You were eating by yourself
Yeah.
on that. I should have had you with us. I should have. Next year, you're not eating a lot. What'd you have? A turkey sandwich?
That's all I could have.
No.
And some jellied cranberry.
No.
That was too much sugar, though.
I told my wife.
And the whole pie.
It just something.
Sadness pie.
There was what do you call like
a pocket?
A pocket, a blank space
Right.
within me.
I swear to God, if he misses Monday
Because
because of his car, I'm going to kill him.
I told my wife on the drive home there was something empty about this.
Yes.
And then I filled it. It should have been Biggie should have been here. That's on me. That's absolutely. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
That's what happened for Thanksgiving. You were alone in your own pool of sadness.
That's right.
Sitting there eating that turkey sandwich and canned
gravy.
My goodness. I'll tell you. Listen to this now. This was I would say when people look back on this Thanksgiving, I'll be the one that ruined it for our family. And
Oh no.
well, here's how. My wife's cousin, they live an hour and a half away, but they wanted to host this year. Usually we host it or a cousin that lives closer. It's my wife's family, And this year they're down in Charlotte and wanted to host. So it's an hour and a half. They're like, we're hosting. Okay, great. That sounds good. So everybody's making the trip to Charlotte to go. And so the day before, my wife's cousin calls.
The host.
And very rare. I mean, I called my phone, and I never hear from him. And he said, listen, I want to throw something out there to you. I said, what? He said, how early can you get here? And now we were planning on arriving like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, eating
on the day of
Thanksgiving, eating at 5, driving back that evening. That's generally how we do it. We get there mid-afternoon, no matter who's hosting. We eat around 5 o'clock, and then go home at like 7. So he says, I want to throw something out there to you. I said, what? He goes, I got a guy down here really wanting to play some pickleball, trying to challenge you. He said, challenge for you.
Did the hair stand up on the back of your neck?
See, my wife's cousin, this is Steve that is hosting, and the other cousin's name is Bob. Now, they all married into the family, just like me. We're not blood, but we all, of course, we get along very, very well. And he says, Bob's throwing out the challenge. He plays over at his club and says he wants to play a little pickleball down here. And I said, well, I think that can be arranged. I think I can.
As you reach for your paddle and shoes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And he says, what time do you think you can get here? I said, what time do you need me? We can get there. I said, well, I'll get the kids up bright and early, and we'll go, and we'll get down there to play a little pickleball. And my wife's hearing this, and she's like, what? She's only hearing my side of the conversation. What's going on? And so I say, well, who's going to be partners and all that? He goes, well, we'll get the kids involved, and, it'll just be fun. Even if they haven't played, it'll just be fun. I said, yeah, I'll do that. So I turned to my son. I put my hand over the mouthpiece, and I say, go get Daddy's gear. We're gonna.
I hope you're ready to have some fun.
Get my go bag.
That's right. I have one always ready.
Oh, yes. And I got it. I packed the mouthpiece and the socks and everything. I was ready to go and packed a separate outfit for a shower. And then I wanted it.
Have you mentioned to your family how early the game would be taking place?
No. And that didn't go over well.
Is that the sticking point?
Later.
Yeah.
That really isn't the sticking point. I said to the kids, okay, whatever you were going to get up, go make it 2 hours earlier. And we're headed down and we're playing some pickle. And of course, they were like, no, why? Why are we doing this? Here's the thing.
Enjoyment.
Okay. Bob, the guy who's challenged me, is incredibly successful. Always has been. Whatever he's touched, it just turns to gold. Business savvy. The kids are both lawyers, doing incredibly well. And I was like, I'm going to take this guy down.
He doesn't know who I am.
He has no idea.
I drill in my garage.
And I did. The moment I got the call, I put everything down. And I'd already played 4 hours that morning. And I said to my wife, I need to go drill in the garage. And she goes, but you've already... I said, I moved everything out.
Can't let Cousin Bob see me looking like a chump out there.
That's right. That's right. So we get there. And now there are people... Now, Steve, who's hosting, said, I played for the first time yesterday. And we had a wonderful time out here. And he took me out to the court.
Gosh darn it, I see why everybody loves it.
That's what he said. Beautiful day. Beautiful. Crystal clear, 55 degrees. Just couldn't have been better. Got down there about 10:30, something like that. Way earlier.
Oh, this
Two
is living.
sleepy teenagers in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, couldn't have cared less. And I told my son, you get out there and we're going to be partners. And I said, we're taking them
So
down.
which of your children was supposed to play? Both?
Both. But I said to my son, now he's played before. And I took 5 paddles, all 5. I said, I want everybody equipped, but nobody touches my new paddle, my Thrive.
Yeah.
I said, nobody touches Thrive, just me. All right. I told my son, he said, who wants this paddle? I said, that's Daddy's paddle.
That's one's mine.
That's Excalibur.
That's Daddy's paddle. So we get out there, and again, Steve, I just started playing yesterday. Bob, I haven't played in 6 months, my back. And I was like, yeah, okay, right.
Mm-hmm.
So we get out there and start to just, hit the ball around a little bit, and I realize, oh, okay, I can.
You've been snookered?
No.
Oh, you're better.
Oh, I'm better. I'm way, way better. Okay. So,
clinic time. Get your phones ready, kids.
You guys want to make this interesting? Turns and winks to your son.
We just, route every team we play. One cousin brought his girlfriend. I hit her. And she just went flying, And so, they're all trembling by the end. Mm-hmm. And when it's all over, they're just like, "This, we shouldn't have done this. This was a bad." And I was like the bully.
Knocking over children.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
The elderly.
I thought this was going to be fun.
Yeah. And
you said this game was fun.
By the end of it, Steve said, I don't think I want to play again, ever. That was it. And I realized I had taken...
He snapped his paddle over his knee.
I had taken it too far.
Yeah.
Because Bob, more successful than me in every single aspect of life... Mm-hmm. And has been. I've known him 20 years. This is how it's been. So I was like, I'm taking him down.
You know what's going to happen? You set yourself up for, Kelly, is next year he'll have drilled for a year.
He'll be better,
and he'll smoke you in a year.
It's possible. And my wife, when we got in the car, she said, "This is not going to become a tradition." I said, "I want this. I want this to become a tradition." Because next year, if we host, I got
home court.
We're
right there.
We're a half mile from where I play. I can take them right down there. Be glad to. You got 10 pristine courts.
No loser's going to play on Thanksgiving.
Well, there was nobody else out there. I will say we were the only ones on the court on Thanksgiving.
You know what you are?
Too much.
It used to be the family football game in the yard.
Right.
You're the drunk uncle that hit someone too hard.
Exactly.
It's all fun until you actually tackle somebody.
Yeah. Laid somebody out.
Yeah. Well, that's what you did.
When I hit the girlfriend with the ball,
it
was like, oh, that's it, and I hit it pretty hard, and I was just... No mercy. If a ball was, anywhere close to my range, I just went over and just slammed it, just crushed it. And I was thinking, I was like, everything. And my wife said, "You're going too hard. This is too. You're
embarrassing us."
Yeah.
So was there a chill over the meal later?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Oh, absolutely. In fact, St. Rob, who didn't get to play. In the line, I overheard this. We were in the buffet line, and he said to Bob, "Heard there was some pickleball." I don't want to talk about it.
Nobody told the brother-in-law, Rob.
No, nobody told him.
Just trying to have a little fun. Someone took it too seriously.
He always does that.
Exactly. So when you take it to, but by golly, we play the game to win. Why do you play the game? To win the game. You play the game to win the game. So I told my son, even after the first few points, I said, "No mercy. We're going all in."
They don't score a point.
But they're family. Doesn't
Not
matter.
A point.
No mercy. Not a point. I said, "We're pickling them. We're going to pickle them all day." Pickled Steve and Bob a couple of times.
Oof.
And my son said, I don't think this is fun anymore. I said, this is fun. This is what we train for. This is what we drill for. To lord it over other members of the family.